Hello. I'm doing this topic because I notice as generations go on, they become to be shorter. I'm going to give two examples of why I say that. The reasons why I say that is because I know a woman that is 33 years old and she's a grandmother. That was the world record for me in my life. But just here recently, I know a woman that is 30 years old and she has a grandbaby. Okay. Grandchildren, children, family, all that stuff is a blessing. But what I'm saying is, um, one of those mothers had her child at 15, and that child turned around and had her child at 15. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging anybody's life because my family is not perfect. But what I'm saying is, we have to teach better each generation. I had my child at 21 years old, my first child at 21. Um, I know people, that have had children at 12 and 13 years old. I remember when my child was going to school, there was a 12-year-old that was actually, she was 10 or 11 years old and she was pregnant. She had a nose piercing and all that type of stuff. So your children nowadays, when they go to school, they see other children and those things happen in their life. Um, but the little girl, she was forced in a situation is what I hear. But you know what I'm saying? Generations are getting younger. Nowadays you have great grandmothers that are 45 years old, 45 years old and stuff like that. um Back in the day, a grandmother used to be 70. um now things are just totally different. We're making our generations shorter, um, a lot shorter. And often when we in these situations, people are not really teaching their child the way that they should go. Um, they're not breaking these generational cycles that they are going through. Um, a lot of the times, too, men they might go to jail, or something when they're 14 years old, and their son they have a son turn around and they do that same thing. So we have to break these generational cycles and generational curses that we're in. Um, we have to keep these family morals, traditions, and values because over time, people are really losing their way. Mothers are sleeping around with, uh, kids, or sleeping around with others that are around their children's age and different things like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's fighting to not see to not age. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to do everything as young as they could possibly do it. Nobody is looking at the beauty in living to be old and being an elder and taking time to do things. So, we just need to take our time to do things. Before we start having children and stuff, it's good to go ahead and build ourselves up in our careers. Like my children are already here. Fortunately, I'm trying to take the steps I need to take to leave them some things in a generation, and I'm trying to show them to do better than what I did. And it's not always going to happen, but that's the common goal, is for us to want our children to do better and the next generation to do better than what we have done. So I would just say, understand, don't judge people in that situation or anything. With these smaller generations or these shorter generations, just do your thing, but just teach your children uh, a better way than what you saw or what you were taught. Be the change that you want to see. So I just want to end y'all with that. Y'all have a good one.